Good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. So, this is Bella with Bella and the Phoenix coming at you with some huge announcement. I am going to make live coaching calls with you guys over the phone, and I just wanted to break down what all is going to go into it so that way you guys can make the best decision on which call you want to go with. But before I do that, I wanted to share with you why I am doing this. So, being on this journey, the spiritual journey, has been very tough for a lot of us, right? And not just spiritual, but it could just be anything that you're going through. And I just feel like sometimes people need somebody to talk to, especially if you're on the twin flame journey or you're just trying to figure out, which way to go and you feel like you're stuck. I feel like this is where I can lend my expertise, my guidance, my wisdom, everything that I've been through to share with you. And so this way it can help you move along on your journey on the next steps. And I will say a disclaimer, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not even certified in anything really. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a way to be able to help and be an ear for you and give you guidance, because I know we can all learn from each other, right? And it's not like we need to just be perfect and have all these credentials, right? But I will have to, for legal purposes, also mention that, like, I'm not certified, but I'm just here as an advisor just to guide you and give you sound advice. And you don't have to take the advice, right? It's just advice. It's just, tips on, what works for me or what I think could work for you. And just so that way we can help each other. But yeah, so that being said, the first service call that I offer you guys is 30 minutes. And within that 30 minutes, you can choose what you want to talk about in the first 10 minutes of the call. And also, we'll dive into what are your main concerns or questions that you have, or anything that's really pressing and bothering you at the moment. And then the next set of 10 minutes of the call, I'll go over my advice for you to take home, homework, anything that I have under my tool belt of advice to share with you. And then the last 10 minutes of the call, we'll go over next steps on what you can do after this phone call to implement, the advice, everything that I imparted onto you. And that way you can start working on these things that are going to help you propel you to that next level, right? And then after that call, I'm going to send you an email recapping what we talked about on the call. And also, I will summarize the next steps on what my advice was to you and how you can be able to have it in writing so that you can see, okay, this is what I need to do next. Because a lot of times when you're on a phone call, you could be going over so many emotions, so many things that you don't get to bring up during the call because you're so stressed out or whatever the situation is, that you forget certain things. And so this email is going to help you be able to rehash everything that we talked about so that you remember, oh yeah, we went over this on the call, and just some good takeaways so that you have it in writing. And because I am a tarot reader, I would include like a little bonus, tarot card or like an oracle card that I want to share with you of what advice Spirit has for you. And yeah, so that's going to be the 30-minute call, how that's going to go. And then the 60-minute call is pretty much the same thing as a 30-minute call, except you get more time, especially if you are going through a lot and you have a lot on your mind, and you want to unload, and just, I have a lot to talk about. So the 60-minute call would be covering the same thing. So instead of 10 minutes of talking about you and your situation, we'll go over 20 minutes of the call. And that way you can talk about what your concerns are, what you want to get out of this call. And then the next 20 minutes after that, I'll go over my guidance and my advice and my tips and everything that I feel would be beneficial for you. And in the last 20 minutes, we'll wrap up, share some takeaways, next steps, and then I'll send you an email afterwards with a bonus oracle or tarot card message that I feel called to pull for you. And so, yeah, I feel like those are going to be my main services. I'm really excited to be able to have this opportunity to pour into you guys now that I have the time. And I really hope that helps you and make a decision, whichever call you want to go with. And I might do these monthly. Like if you guys want to do a subscription every month with me, we can do like 3 calls a month or whatever. We can talk about it if you're interested towards the end of the call. If you would like to do follow-up calls and things like that and how we can work with each other to budget, what that will look like. Because I'm still trying to figure this out. This is my first launch of this service. And, I'm trying to figure it out as I go. But I really hope that gives you guys some insight of what all the good information that we will cover on these calls with you. Or, not we, but, me. But yeah, I'm just really excited. And I hope that you guys will go ahead and book your call with me. And the link is in my bio. And then you can, within that link, you'll see a space where you can go to my Calendly calendar and select the time that works for you guys. And yeah, so hope to hear from you guys soon. And I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.